real quick background about Champions Way before we get started. First of all, we were founded in 1998 by Master Free Dodar. We currently serve over 5,000 martial arts schools and small businesses. We employ 60 plus people. Our headquarters is in Vancouver, British Columbia, and I'm actually in the smaller office located in New Jersey. If you'd like to follow us on any of our social platforms, Facebook.com/ChampionsWayFans, Twitter.com/ChampionsWay, YouTube.com/ChampionsWayInc. Our blog is now on our website, and we also have the world's largest martial arts online community at community.championsway.com. Okay, so what we're going to be covering today, we're going to be going through a lot of great information. One gift I always like to give everybody is my free Facebook ebook. Okay, it's free, and if you text Sensei Nick to 64842, that will also keep you up to date with any of my webinars and any cool information that I like to pass on to you, usually on a weekly basis. So if you text all one word Sensei Nick to 64842, that will put you on my mobile marketing list, and you will continue to get webinars from me. All right, so there's three major takeaways that we're going to cover today. The first is the fundamental shift in marketing. All right, we're going to tie that into email marketing. We're going to talk a little bit about that. All right, it's very important. This week is our Back to the Basics theme week, and we're trying to get back to the basics. However, a lot of these basics, they've changed. So we're going to talk a lot about the fundamental shift in email marketing, and we're going to talk about some of the solutions and ideas on what you could do to improve that and change your results. The second thing, we'll review our QR code SMS referral contest. Some people are trying that. Some people are, just getting introduced to QR codes and text message marketing. So we'll explain that. And then a little bonus section, which will be 15 ways to use the Champions Way Lounge in your business. Okay, so 15 ways on how to use it, how to get the pop. All right, just some basics. Okay,
good
guys,
morning and good afternoon. Welcome to another webinar brought to you by Champions Way featuring Sensei Nick. Today, Sensei Nick will be talking to you about back-to-school contest promotions and taking things back to the basics and giving you some webinars to come and visit in the upcoming week that are taking things back to the basics and covering different aspects that you may be overlooking in your martial arts business. So without any further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Sensei Nick and enjoy the webinar.
Thanks so much, Atis. Guys, we're excited about this week. Theming this week is called Back to the Basics, and we're going to be going over a lot. We have another webinar coming up on Thursday, another one on Friday. Hopefully for members of the library, you're going through the list, and I'll be showing those at the end of the day today to help school owners with, basically what they should be doing on a daily basis. Okay? So real quick about Champions Way, we're founded in 1998 by Master Free Dodar. We currently serve over 5,000 martial arts schools, and we employ 60 plus people. Our headquarters is in Vancouver, British Columbia, and we have a smaller office located in New Jersey. And make sure you're following us on any of our social platforms. A free Facebook ebook, if you haven't received it yet, you can text Sensei Nick, all one word, to 64842, and that will give you a free ebook on Facebook. Okay, some basic tips on what you should be doing every single day and how to drive the traffic to your Facebook page, which is important because whenever you're trying to drive traffic online, there's basic practices you want to use every single day to achieve the best results. So today we're going to go over three takeaways. And the first takeaway we're going to be covering, we'll be going over the fundamental shift in marketing that is very important. Okay, we're going to go right into that. That's what we'll be getting started with. The second thing will be what is the QR code and referral contest that we're recommending to people, and also why. And then finally, 15 ways to use the Champions Way Lounge in your business. So let's go right into it. Takeaway number one, the fundamental shift in marketing. One thing we were working on all week, which was we're talking about the Back to the Basics week. That is the theme of our week. All right, and the Back to the Basics starts with operations, your basic operations that you're doing every single day, which have changed. Okay, they've changed, and some people are adapting, and some people are waiting, and some people are thinking. And the thing is, things have already changed. And if you haven't seen this change and or been affected by it, okay, well, it will be coming soon. Okay, the way that that you're operating your business, different practices are working, different practices will be working. The second thing is staff management. Staff management. I'll have a section going out in our Back to the Basics kit this week on paying your staff. That has changed as well. Time management, one of the weaknesses of every small business owner, always complaining about time, not knowing what to do. We're helping everybody out with that with 3 task lists that I'll show you later on in the presentation. But what we're going to cover in this webinar is one of the tools, or actually one of the key things in the marketing that has changed. And most of us probably, when you go through what I'm talking about, are going to agree with me, and you're going to say, you know what, he's right. Like that just doesn't work like it used to. So we're going to be going over that. And then finally, transitions. Okay, right now everyone's going through a transition in business, whether you see it or not. You are. Okay, you just might not realize it yet. So we're going to be going over the first shift, which is this is what somebody told me yesterday. I used to kill it with email, and this was a martial arts school owner. Right? We were talking about how things are changing, and he made that statement. I used to kill it with email. And most of us, what we did was we'd have birthday parties, or we have kidnapping prevention seminars, or we did outdoor events. We did whatever it took, and we would collect email addresses. And what we would do is, we'd also have our students' email addresses, and other people as well. And we would blast out an email that talked about signing up or 6-week special, and things like that. Now what's happening is people are, when it comes to emailing, there's a lot more filters that deny the emails. Okay, people change their email addresses. Some people don't use email addresses anymore. Some people are changing. They're changing this. So if we continue to do this, it's going to be a challenge, and we're going to see that the results are not going to be there. So email is not dead because the people that are paying for the lessons still use it. So that is something I made up yesterday. I was going over with one of my other clients, and I told them, I said, email it is kind of slower, but it's not dead because the people that are paying for the lessons still use it. Now the shift that we're talking about here is the kids today that are coming up, they don't really use email that much. They're not using it at all. But unfortunately, most of the parents of these children, they're the ones that are paying for the lessons. So they are out there, and we can get to them. It's just the way that we do it. So this shift, that you're seeing in email marketing, from doing the blasts to what we need to do now, it's very important that you realize this and you make sure that you adapt accordingly. So the top secret, the huge list building secret, okay? This is the most important thing. Now what we're having to do, okay, is we have to build lists. We have to build email lists. Out in the areas of where we are, of where, the target demographics of who we're trying to go after. All right, we have to continue to build these lists. If we just rely on our students, okay, that's not going to be enough because we have to build leads, okay, people that have maybe not been in our school. And then the process that we have to work on, that is going to be released next week in our back to school kit, is showing you how to set up a campaign, all right, and then the leads that are generated from that campaign, whatever criteria they match, auto send emails are sent out to them, and from here, okay, depending on how long after they receive the email, we have a system that will do the work for us. Because if you rely on manpower, it just isn't going to be as effective. If you rely on your program director to do these things, it's just not going to work as efficiently as well. Okay, we have to take out the human error and get totally systematized to as much as we can, and then leave the teaching and the customer service inside our school, okay, to help with the smaller things. But this list building secret, okay, how to build the lists, all right, you have to understand first that you have to play the daily numbers game, right? When all you're trying to do, think about it, is generate email addresses. All right, the problem most school owners and small businesses face is that they don't have any lists. They get a list of maybe 50 or 60 people, and they keep blasting those same people over and over and over, okay? And they're not working on the system of getting people out there that have never heard of them and is offering them something to get their email address. So that is something that that we want to make sure we're doing, all right? And there's a scientific approach behind this. Now you might be saying, okay, well, I thought this was back to the basics. Okay, the truth is it is. This is back to the basics, all right? But what you did before, okay, doesn't work, all right? It's not as effective as it used to be. So what we're doing now is, one thing we do, and one strategy I'm working on now for our clients is to develop this list building strategy, okay? And it's done through social media. It's also done, by using Social Site and a lot of our other, platforms that Perfect Mind offers. So this is something that will be, outlined for you that will help you, but a lot of these other things, that I'm talking about, these link sites, okay, that is not provided for you. So that is the big missing link that most businesses are going to miss, is that there is no email marketing strategy to bring in new leads or new email addresses. They simply try to do it by hand instead of using the internet to its best capabilities. So that's something that you want to think about, and something that we're working on right now for our social media clients. So you might say, well, I'm lost, I'm confused, I'm not really sure. Like, what are you saying I need to do? I'm explaining to you that this shift in the email marketing, okay, we don't fix it and we don't adapt to it. Okay, what's going to happen is, if you're not doing some other things we'll talk about later, the martial arts is a numbers game business, right? It's a fact. That's how it works. Okay, so the more people that you're not getting email addresses of, and you're not getting out to, right? It's a numbers game. We have to get out to as many people as possible. So if you were able to use the email system, if you're able to develop all this stuff on your own, then you'll be okay. But for those of you that are just going to rely on just getting your student email addresses, I believe in the future you'll start to see a really poor decline, and email will not work for you. So this is a big shift and a big change that I want to make sure we do. And the definition, I was talking about this in my martial arts class the other day, and I was demonstrating someone that can't do a 540 kick. And I said, well, if you keep doing it with 40% effort and you never land it, okay, you're insane if you think that it's ever going to change. Okay, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. Okay, so when you're doing these email marketing blasts and you're not getting anything from it, all right, it's because you're doing the same thing over and over again. And you think all of a sudden someone's going to respond. Okay, you probably have about the same chance of getting I would say 1 out of maybe 100 people will maybe respond or remark to you. So this is a new strategy that we have to work on. So simply put, blasting out emails every day to the same people will get you the same results. Now, the Back to School Basics kit that's coming out next Wednesday, step-by-step instructions on how to set up auto emails connected to campaigns. That is what we'll be working with everybody next week and showing them exactly how to do this. Okay, it will be provided for you in the kit. And again, the auto emails connected to campaigns. Now, the question is, the campaigns that are being set up, do you have the right technology and strategy to bring those people in? That's where a lot of people will lose it. Okay, so we can help you with the emails. Okay, but the strategy is a lot more involved. It's very tedious. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of thought. It takes a lot of organization. It takes money. It takes all those of the above. Okay, so at least we'll be able to show you guys next week the auto emails, how they're connected to campaigns, and how to match the criteria that goes to each individual lead and how it keeps going out. So that's something that we'll be going over. But I wanted to share with you that little difference in what's happening with email marketing. It's a big shift, and we want to do it. Okay? So for the SMO clients, what I'm working on right now is a list building strategy that will target your demographic, landing pages, 3, 1 for kids, adults, fitness, ADD, and focus. Targeted demographics in your community that will generate leads, okay, that will be going into campaigns that eventually we could send emails to, and we can eventually obviously try to transfer into students, which is the science of social media. So 5 key points. Email does still work if it is done the right way. All right, the blasts expect little or no results. 5% of martial arts schools have a strategy to build email lists. That's really true. So if you can get yourself up and doing it, and you're found online a lot more than your competitors, that was a huge benefit for yourself, right? Your list will shrink if you do not give to get. So if you're trying to build a list, it's always about giving somebody something to get something from them. So if you want their information, you must provide quality content or something of substance that is interesting for them. It must be measured. If you're if you're not measuring what campaigns are working or not working, okay, very similar to social media or landing pages, that you're using for social platforms, same thing. It's not going to be as effective. And then finally, email and SMS, they go hand in hand. You want to make sure you're using both of them and you're building lists for both of them. Okay, because some people that are no longer using email, all right, they're getting everything through text message marketing. You want to make sure that you're getting that information as well. So takeaway number 2, what is the QR code SMS referral contest? This is a way to build a SMS list. Okay, that is really what we're doing. Okay, Well, the reason why we're doing this QR code SMS referral contest and using text message marketing is to build a SMS list of leads, okay? And the ones that we can't convert, we set up auto send campaigns to constantly try to get them to come back in with some type of, auto send email that goes to them that offers them something of value that will eventually convert them into a student. All right, SMS list can also be connected to emails. So, all these marketing channels we talk about every single day, the goal is to hit all of them to generate the most amount of leads, okay, and then to increase the probability of converting. SMS is a lot faster than email turnaround. That's a fact, okay, we know it's a lot faster. Email is usually about 48 hours. SMS, okay, someone who sends someone a message, they get it within, 5 seconds. And they check out, I think it's 30 seconds. And this is also a way to start working with mom and pop small businesses that can help you, get referrals and cross-promote. So that is the purpose of the QR code referral contest. What I'll do is I'll show you first, step one is to create an SMS campaign. So when you go to your campaign section in Perfect Mind, you want to set up SMS campaigns based on whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to do the referral contest, if you're trying to do something, whatever campaign you're trying to do, you need to set up your campaign first. After you set up your campaign, you need to create a form. So you go to settings and then you go to forms. That's step two. So you have to create the campaign first, then the form. Okay, after you've created the form, SMS QR code referral contest, right? That's what it would look like when you create the form. Then what you do is you're actually, taking this link here and you're going to put it into Bitly. You're going to put it into Bitly. So you make this whole form. Now, if you're trying to make a mobile form, you need to go in PM1 and create a page layout that's a mobile form. Okay, so you can contact customer service for that. But you need to make a page layout in Perfect Mind, PM1, okay, that will allow you to have access to this mobile form. So that way when you actually use the QR codes that are used by cell phones or using text champions of 64842, when people get to the information, okay, they're actually able to see it because it is on, a mobile form. So you take this form, okay, it creates the URL for you, and this is what the mobile form would look like, except when it goes to a mobile device, it would actually be, obviously, like if this was an iPhone, everything would fit in there, like the fields would fit in there, okay? So once you have this form, okay, made and created, you want to take this code over here and copy and paste it into bit.ly.com, which is a link shortener. All right, and then from there, I'll come back to that in a second. Now you also have your reports to see your SMS QR code referral contest, all right, or the landing page, which you'll see later. You're able to see, how many leads you're getting from that particular campaign. And if you're getting 5 to 7, that's really good. Okay, anyone that's going to tell you you're going to get 50 to 100, okay, they're just lying. Okay, the thing is, again, playing the numbers game and having multiple campaigns going at once, that's going to give you the best results. Okay, and then you're able to identify and start growing. These practices I'm talking about are the ones that you will have to do in marketing your school now. All right, this is how you'll market your school. This is how you'll save money with staff. Okay, and this is how you'll be in control of your marketing. Okay, you don't need to have people going out and doing flyers and going out and doing local businesses and trying to solicit them and stuff like that. You have to be strategic. You have to have a system, okay, because those old methods of doing flyers are annoying. You get fined. Nobody wants them. People throw them out. People go in green. There's just so many different things. So all these things I'm talking about, this is an essential part of your business. So after I've copied that link, okay, let's not lose sight of that link. Okay, then I want to go into our software, this is our SMS software, and I want to create a new promotion. So I go to new promotion, and then here I select the QR code referral, or put in the QR code referral contest, and my contest is going from July 28th until October 1st. And then here's the link. I select more story promotion, and then user redirect URL is yes. And here's the link. I put the link there. So then when people scan my QR code, okay, or they text champions of 64842, I set up both campaigns, they will get the 2 free weeks because that's the promotion I'm doing right now. Then I also have to fill out a thank you letter that says, thank you for attending or filling out the information. And then you'll go back to the promotions and you'll click download. Here's the QR code referral contest. Okay, and select download. Now when you select download, the one you want to use is the URL QR code, or you could have an SMS QR code. And the thing is, guys, like, I know QR codes are free and that's great, but to me, like, like I said, one quote I've always told people about was free is more expensive. You're going to make QR codes, you're going to lose track of your campaigns, nothing's going to work, it's not going to auto-generate them, all right, and it's going to be a big mess. So whenever I create campaigns, I want to be able to track them in software, not just make a QR code and then it's a mess, okay? And the other thing too is that this gives you the option of having a URL QR code or SMS QR code. And the difference between the URL QR code is if you scan this one, okay, this will allow you to basically see the mobile form that I made. All right, so if you have a if you have a QR reader on your phone, all right, I'll do that right now myself, and you scan the code on the right, it will take it to that mobile form I talked to you about. Okay, now if you scan the QR code on the left, that will allow you to opt in to my service. That means I will eventually have you as a person, and you'll be on my list, and then when I mark it, you'll get emailed. I'm sorry, text message right to your cell phone. So that's the difference. That allows them to opt in on the left, and opting in is important because you need to have something to send people messages versus just you don't want to send messages from your cell phone. All right, so you save this to your desktop, and then from there you post it on your personal page, you post it on your Facebook page, and tag your diehard fans. Tag them about it, okay, and tell them about it. And then from there, they'll tell their friends about it, okay? And then they'll scan it. And if people don't know how to use a QR code, I'd recommend also in the comment section put text champions, okay, to 64842, whatever your keyword is. So you give them both options, all right? So you're able to give them both options. And remember, when you're starting off with this, guys, you can't expect to get leads. You have to expect of just building your database, okay? I like to build lists and build and build and build and give before I'm trying to get people to do it. So initially when you're just starting out, it's okay. You're just trying to build people to get their mobile devices and numbers to opt in. Okay. So the next page we have here, if you have a QR code, that's great. But if you're afraid that people are not going to know how to use it, then you want to use this one, Text Champions, and get 2 free weeks. So they can either scan the QR code or they can text Champions. So all you need to do is go to create a promotion. All right, and then here you go. The promotional name is Champions. Okay, you select the keyword Champions. All right, it should come up. You should see it. And then same thing. You're actually just putting the link in there. Okay, when you select the keyword, you have to select the keyword Champions. Okay, and then when they text in Champions, the 64842, it'll take them right to that page. All right, then you can make an event on Facebook about your QR code referral contest. I show people how to do this. Select your town, and then you're able to select all the people in your town that are interested in doing that. Okay, you update your fans on Facebook, and then send a message to them by telling them a little bit about the contest. Now, when you're using Social Site and Lounge, I gave you guys a little bonus kit today that I'll show you how to work it, but how to use the Lounge to really work this promotion. It's all about promoting your Lounge. Everything we're talking about, it's all the same, okay? Myself, I know I'm a good promoter when it comes to doing things online. The one thing you have to get good at is promoting, and I really don't recommend delegating a lot of these things to other people because they won't do the little small things. I recommend, as the owner, of doing this yourself, promoting events and promoting these different things and making sure it's done correctly. Because most of the people, the school owners that I see, they won't do it. The instructors won't. They'll fall through. They won't take the time to research. They don't think it's their job. They don't think that they should have to learn. Okay, but those people won't be around very long because these things that we're talking about, you're eliminating the need for program directors if you do it correctly, and that could save you handsomely for your profit and loss at the end of the year. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. That like if you have great staff that's doing it, great. But when you're trying to always get on these people to do it and they never do it and it never works, they're going to tell you it doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work. It's that they don't work. Okay. They're not creative enough. They don't go out the extra distance. So if you want to use the Lounge to use this promotion, what I do is I tell all my classes the contest rules and regulations should be posted on a blog on Facebook. Okay, so if you have your Lounge, you add it to your blog, okay, and you tell all your classes, you email them and tell them where it's going to go. And this was an example of what I added, but I have another newer version that I use that I'll show you in a second. So there was my blog, okay? And then you teach people how to share the lounge posts. You have to teach your students and your moms and your parents that are inside the school, your fathers, whoever, on how to share the lounge posts, okay? That way they can share it to Facebook, Twitter, other accounts. Okay, then the other thing, too, we included in our back-to-school kit was one of these back-to-school contests, and it says scan this QR code to tell us who referred you. This is really something that people can put on their banners and things like that on their Facebook page, and you have to make sure you help people to teach them how to use QR codes. So the other part of the contest we did was we wanted to work with local businesses. So this is something, a basic template that we gave you, and that you could use for the other businesses. Okay. So obviously you can just change something on here. If you want to work with a gym, a gymnastics school, a dance school, I would try to work with those because it's similar membership-based businesses. So if you do the 2 free weeks and then you put like pictures in there of their programs, and then you make a QR code for them, what I could do is I can give you a free QR code, okay, or you can get off Google, and then you can help them with their campaign too. You do the same thing you're doing. So they put a poster on their business, okay, and then you put their QR code on your deals board in your business. I'm trying to get my deals board done this week. We're just trying to get the rest of our businesses to actually get us the information that's required. So this is a poster you could put in your school. It's a poster you could put in local businesses, okay, or you could turn into just like a index card, okay, make it a little bit smaller, just get rid of your programs and move this stuff up, okay, and then you can just make postcards like that. You can put it on your business card, right, something like that. Or if you like this, have this on the front and have this on the back. So this is the front, okay, and this section over here is the back. And then another thing we're doing is we're making, this is one of the landing pages we're making this month, which was a basic landing page that's more for information on the programs in our back to school special that has links to all our social networks. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to set it up so we can see which ones are working the most. We're trying to see if we get more hits on YouTube, if they're filling out the thing for the free class, if they're trying to text champions to 64842, if they're using Google Places. We're trying to figure out what's working best. So promoting it, if you're looking to promote this information, inside your school, this is what I recommend. Okay, so how it works. To explain to maybe making a Word document or emailing your students, tell your friends to text champions to 64842. It will take them to a form on their mobile phone that will give them 2 free weeks of classes, 1 private lesson, and a free t-shirt at enrollment on a 6-week program. Or use the QR code and post it on your Facebook page or email it to all of your contacts using the template below. Okay, and the template below is on the next page. The QR code takes them to the same form to leave their info. Please make sure to tell everyone to put your name in the referred by field in the form so you get the credit. And then I have listed here like ways for your friends to reach people. Email, Facebook, cross-promote with us. These are the 4 ways of cross-promoting with us. We will promote your business on our Facebook fan page if you promote our contest on yours. You can be on our deals board, and then obviously we will email people on a form or some kind of page we're going to make to highlight the businesses that are participating in our contest. And we're doing a gift basket. So all the local businesses that would like to participate in our referral contest, all they have to do is give us a QR code, and we will link it to their website, and we'll promote it. Okay, and our gift basket, what that is we're asking for a $25 gift certificate, and we're promoting all these local sponsors. We're just trying to get that done this week. I've been really, last week I was so far behind, and this week I'm trying to just concentrate on get this done to show about my gift basket and how we're doing that. So look for that in the Monday meeting for the library clients that come to the Monday motivation meetings. So here's the email template to your friends and contacts. I keep it simple. Friends and family. Okay, I have a special gift for anyone that's interested in trying martial arts at Champions. This will be what your students send to their friends. Okay, I have a special gift for anyone that's interested in trying Champions Martial Arts Academy. I'm very happy with my experience and would like to give you 2 free weeks of private lesson and t-shirt if you enroll in the 6 weeks after 2 weeks. All you have to do is choose one of the 2 options. All right, and then we have a QR code that didn't show up here, or text champions to 64842. Simple and basic. The simpler, the more easy you can make it, the better. And then here is the QR code for contest prizes. You want to post this in your school. to tell everybody about it. And if you'd like to have your business featured, this explains you how to do that. So this will be included in the Back to the Basics kit next week for anybody. This is in the library, but for anybody who wants more information on this, it will be in the Back to School kit next week. All right, and the Back to the Basics kit that we have, if you go into the library and you go to free kits and then you go to Back to Basics, all right, it looks like this. You go to free kits under courses, and it is called Text Message and QR Code Referral Contest, okay? And use the content that is in that course. Everything, if you saw that, liked it, you will be able to get it in there. It's all in there for you already. Okay, it's all in there. Now, the last thing I'll be going over today, because a lot of people had questions about the lounge in the last webinar, I wanted to go over the 15 ways to use the lounge, okay? And what I want to show you in this is exactly what to do. So in order to drive traffic to your lounge, we will provide you with 15 ways that you will see instant results. Please make sure to review this with your entire team to improve results. Excuse me. All right, so 1 through 5, have a lounge launch party. Okay, if you know you're going to launch your lounge, like make a big deal about it. Okay, make a big deal about it. Number 2, show people every day. Or you want to show people every day about your lounge. Okay, in your school, in your classes, talk about it, promote it every single day. All right, and you want to make sure that it's consistently done by your staff as well. Tell people in your business that your new menu or something new in your business is described in a blog post on your lounge. Okay, so you need to direct people there. So when the new schedule comes out in September, where is it at? It's on our lounge. Okay, post it up there. Okay, leave it up there on the blog post, the new schedule. All right, you have to think of creative ways to do that and to get more interaction on your lounge. Make a quick YouTube video where you describe that the lounge is for your clients to ask questions and make suggestions. Videos are great. So if you could tell them, and then put that on the lounge as well and on the Facebook, about the lounge, how to use it. They love watching videos, okay? It really helps them understand what it is. Use the lounge when you make important announcements in your business, okay? So if you have black belt testing or you have a special, event coming up that you want to promote and you want to talk about, drive people to your lounge, put it in the blog post, tell them that's where it is. We have no handouts anymore. Everything's on our lounge, okay? Just go to our lounge. That's where it is. 6 through 10, email the link to the lounge to your clients, okay? So you did the video, maybe send the video with a link, okay, to the lounge. So you have to direct people to the lounge. Share every post to Facebook. People will check it out and you will get great feedback. Okay, so when you have good posts, share it on Facebook. If you want to share every post to Facebook, I don't recommend that. I recommend just sharing ones that you like. I don't think it's good. I've seen statistics go down from when you're sharing every single post because some of those posts that will not get comments and feedback are not good for Facebook's algorithm. So I recommend using the ones that will get you comments and questions, not using the sync. That is my opinion. So don't sync it. Share the ones you think that will be good for the clients where they can get feedback. Not just one, not every single day, because then it will hurt your Facebook edge rank. Surveys, people love to participate. People love to participate in surveys. So if you have a survey for your back-to-school schedule, okay, put it on there. Put it on the lounge. Answer an email, okay? Use the blog feature to answer an email, okay, from a customer that asked a great question, and then make a video and respond. So if someone's asking about black belt testing and it's in an email format, take it, copy it, take their name off, and then that's a great question. Thank you so much for this great question. All right, you need to take things that interest your clients that they're interested in and put that on the lounge, not things that you're interested about, which is selling more memberships. No one cares. That's the science behind it. You have to build up the content and your reach, okay, and then eventually that will translate into sales. Use it as a voting mechanism for a new item on your business. If you would like to like us to add this, please comment, say yes or no, okay, on the lounge. So if you're thinking about adding a Zumba class, a Muay Thai class, whatever, drive them to the lounge, have the voting go on there, okay? And you want to, obviously you're trying to develop habits of people going to the lounge. Okay, finally, 11 through 15, use it for closing and delayed openings. Let everyone know that closings and schedule changes will be posted on the lounge. Upload a picture and ask for feedback. Okay, that's all. Get comments and feedback. Use it for contests. Ask people to upload a picture or video as part of a contest. Remember, the key is getting others to post. Give away, something. Give away sparring gear. Do something every month, okay? That, every Friday, whoever puts up the most pictures of them training in the martial arts school, things like that, to get interaction and activity going. We already talked about schedules, but events calendars, send a link to the post through email and SMS. Drive people to your lounge. When you have a new events calendar coming out, put it on the lounge and drive people to the lounge. Recognize others. The lounge is the best place to recognize others. Remember, talk about others, not you. So those are the basic things we wanted to cover today.